Dopamine Detox for Traders, breaking the addiction to volatility. Markets move fast. Candles explode. Prices collapse. Alerts ping nonstop. It's chaos. But the real danger isn't out there on the charts, it's inside your head. Every time you chase a setup, refresh your screen, or check your P&L, your brain gets hit with a chemical called dopamine. And if you're not careful, that dopamine becomes your drug. Dopamine isn't happiness. It's the anticipation chemical, the thing that drives motivation, curiosity, and craving. It spikes before the reward, not after it. That's why traders often feel more alive entering a trade than actually winning one. This video isn't about quitting trading. It's about detoxing your brain so you can trade with focus, calm, and control. By the end, you'll know the 3-step framework to rewire your reward system. Stop trading for excitement and start trading for profit.
The invisible addiction loop. Let's be real. The modern trader's brain is overstimulated. Charts, Discord groups, notifications. Every one of those triggers a micro hit of dopamine. And here's the thing, the bigger the emotional rush, the deeper the crash afterward. Neuroscientists call it the dopamine trough. That empty, restless feeling that pushes you to click buy again just to feel normal. You think you're chasing opportunity, but you're really chasing relief from the crash. That's addiction, and it looks identical to problem gambling. Short intervals, fast feedback, random rewards. That's the casino model, and modern markets run on it. The truth? Most traders aren't fighting the market. They're fighting their own neurochemistry. Every alert, every price tick, every small win, it rewires your brain to crave volatility itself. And that's the loop that silently destroys consistency. The science of the crash. Dr. Anna Lemke from Stanford calls it the pleasure-pain balance. Every dopamine spike is followed by an equal and opposite dip. That dip lowers your baseline motivation and mood. When you constantly flood the system with stimulation, fast trades, alerts, charts, your baseline drops further and further. Normal things start feeling boring. Waiting feels unbearable. Backtesting feels like torture because your brain has been hijacked by volatility. Even on weekends, you can't sit still. You keep reaching for charts, for signals, for that next hit of activity. You're not addicted to trading. You're addicted to stimulation. And when the market goes quiet, your brain panics. That's why you overtrade. That's why you revenge trade. That's why you keep forcing setups that don't exist. You're trying to escape the crash, not follow your plan.
The Dopamine Detox Framework. There's a way to reprogram this. We're going to reset your reward circuit with 3 layers: structure, rewiring, and reset. Each one attacks a different level of the addiction loop. Step 1. Structure. Kill the leverage, kill the rush. Leverage is dopamine on steroids. Every unit of leverage multiplies not just your potential profit, but your emotional volatility. A 50x position isn't financial risk, it's neurological overload. Drop leverage to 5-to-1 or lower. Better yet, go 2-to-1 for 30 days. At first, it'll feel painfully slow. Good. That's your nervous system stabilizing. When trading stops feeling exciting, that's when your edge starts forming. Because high leverage makes you emotional, low leverage makes you logical, and boring is profitable. Step 2. Structure. The 1% rule. If your trades feel intense, you're risking too much. Cap risk at 1% per trade. Not 2, not 5, 1. Because every extra percent spikes dopamine higher. Small risk trains your brain to detach from outcomes. You'll lose emotion and gain control. 10 losses in a row? No panic, because both your brain and your capital can handle it. That's how emotional tolerance is built, through consistency, not adrenaline. Step 3. Structure. Shift the time horizon. Day trading gives your brain dozens of reward loops per hour. It's like drinking dopamine through a fire hose. Swing trading slows the loop. Holding trades for days or weeks retrains your brain to wait. Check charts twice a day, not 20 times. At first, the silence feels like withdrawal. Then, it feels like power, because you've stopped feeding the addiction. Your brain begins valuing patience again.
Rewiring the reward system. Now we rewire what your brain calls a win. If profit is the reward, emotions will always dominate you. If discipline is the reward, you become unshakable. Tactic 1. Journal the process. Stop logging profits. Start logging behavior. Before each trade, write how you feel. During, note if you followed the plan. After, describe your emotional state. Then, grade the trade, not by profit, but by discipline. A losing trade that followed your plan? Success. A winning trade that broke your rules? Failure. This flips your dopamine trigger from outcome to process. You're training your brain to crave execution, not excitement. Tactic 2. Cut external validation. Social media is the most efficient dopamine machine ever built. Every like, every nice trade, every follower count feeds the same neural loops as gambling wins. Go silent for 7 days. Don't post profits. Don't seek validation. The silence will feel brutal at first. That's withdrawal. But once you detach from applause, your focus becomes lethal. Pros don't need applause. They need clarity. Tactic 3. Celebrate boredom. Boredom is not your enemy. It's your rehab. Every second of boredom is your brain recalibrating its baseline. Most traders panic in silence. Professionals thrive in it. Because when the rush fades, clarity appears. And clarity is the edge.
The neurochemical reset. Mindset isn't enough. You also need to physically reset the chemistry. Tool 1. Cold shock exposure. 30 seconds of cold exposure, ice water, cold shower, lake dip, can raise dopamine levels by more than 200%, but the increase is gradual, sustainable, and lasts for hours. Unlike the trading spike, there's no crash afterward. Start with 30 seconds. Work to 2 minutes daily. The discomfort builds discipline. The biochemical reward is calm focus, not chaos. You'll feel alert without needing volatility. Tool 2. Movement and breathing. Exercise releases steady, low-grade dopamine. It teaches your brain to find reward in motion, not emotion. Even a 10-minute walk recalibrates your attention system. Controlled breathing, like the 4-7-8 method, reduces cortisol, balances dopamine, and sharpens focus. This isn't self-help fluff, it's chemical engineering for traders. You're building patience at the molecular level. Tool 3. Mindful observation. Mindfulness doesn't mean zoning out. It means watching the craving without reacting to it. When the urge hits to check the charts, pause. Don't fight it, just observe it. Every time you notice the urge and don't obey, your prefrontal cortex gets stronger. That's your self-control muscle, and every rep weakens the addiction loop. You're literally rewiring your trading brain.
The final reset phase. When you start detoxing, it gets worse before it gets better. The first few days feel empty, flat, unmotivated. That's not failure. That's the baseline resetting. Your brain is learning to operate without constant dopamine hits. Soon, small wins start feeling rewarding again. Patience returns. Charts no longer trigger adrenaline. You'll trade slower, cleaner, calmer. That's the new normal. You'll realize the market never needed to be exciting. You just needed to be stable. The 7-day Dopamine Detox Challenge. Here's the challenge that'll rewire you fast. No leverage above 5-1. Risk 1% per trade. No social media trading posts. Journal every setup and emotion. 30 seconds of cold exposure daily. 2 chart checks per day maximum. Do this for 7 days. You'll feel the difference by day 4. Your thoughts will slow down. Your focus will sharpen. The need to chase volatility will fade. That's when you know the detox is working. Trading isn't supposed to feel exciting. It's supposed to feel controlled. And when trading finally feels boring, that's when you're in control. Calm is the edge. Comment reset if you're ready to rewire your brain.